This activity plan is for an activity that will form part of our Year 1 control and programming scheme of work. So let's look at what the students have done before and what they'll need before we launch into this activity. The students have been introduced to the B-bots, which we use throughout the control and programming topic, and they are aware of what the basic command buttons do, so forward, back, right, left, pause, clear and go. You can see the buttons clearly in the picture of the B-bot here. And they are used to actually making the B-bot complete very simple tasks, including 2 spaces forward or 2 spaces forward and 1 to the right or 1 to the left. And that's what they've done so far. In this activity, I want the learners to make progress so that they can get the B-bot to go all the way around a 4x4 space mat and return to its starting position. How will I help them make that progress? Well, by getting them to work together and figure it out for themselves, of course. I'll be giving some thought to the groupings and making sure that students work in manageable size groups, and some of the more able students in the group will be allocated to every group. And then they'll be left to discover and play and basically learn through discovery and collaboration. What will I need for this activity? Well, it will run over 3 30-minute sessions, so that's the time that I need. There'll be myself present, the teacher, with 1 learning support assistant to help manage the groups. And resources will need B-bots and mats. So in session 1, firstly the students will be shown a video. The students will all be told that during this activity they'll learn to make the B-bot do what they see in the video. Students will then be given a task to complete individually at the computer that consolidates their learning so far using the B-bot software to make the B-bot perform very, very simple tasks. So, as we talked about before, 2 forward and 1 right, etc., etc. And they'd work on this individually at the computer. While this is going on, myself, the teacher, and the LSA in the room supporting would assess each student individually to find out how much of this task, the circuit of the mat, they can complete already. And data would be recorded on a class list about the student's current ability in performing this task. In session 2, students would be put into small groups, probably 4 to each group, and we would use the assessment information from the first session to determine who goes in which group, putting some of the stronger students in every group. We would then allocate numbers to each student in the group, so 1 to 4, and ask them to take it in turns to try and complete the task. So each student has 1 try at making the B-bot go around the mat, and then after their try it goes on to the next person, and they repeat that throughout the whole lesson for 30 minutes. The idea is that the students watch each other and learn from each other's mistakes, and discuss and collaborate to help them learn how to complete the task. And this is stressed to the students in very simple language at the start of the lesson. However, there's no further input about how to complete the task or what the control buttons do, etc. In session 3, the students would be given an individual task to do, while students were reassessed individually on their ability to make the B-bot go around the mat back to its original starting position. Again, data would be recorded about their success in this task, and for the rest of the lesson, students who complete the task successfully could be given an extension task, or those who don't complete the task the teacher and LSA could carry out some intervention with them to help them reach the same point as their colleagues.